What's going on, my From fans, my Fromily? I'm One Eye Bry, also known as PT. Don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about From Season 2, Episode 10. We're going to break down the trailer, talk about From as a series. Spoiler warning for all things From, obviously, but will we finally get answers in Season 2, Episode 10? You know there's going to be a cliffhanger, right? Well, we can assume there's going to be a cliffhanger going into Season 3, but Season 2, Episode 10 is titled Once Upon a Time. Boyd fears he may have finally run out of answers as the residents of town prepare for the end. Tabitha clings to the belief that the children could be the key to their salvation. And I don't know about you, but I feel like this season there's been way more questions than answers. But the trailer starts with Sarah, Boyd, and Kenny in the woods, and I'm guessing they're going to the tower or somewhere to be involved with how Sarah can help the group out because the town is preparing for the end, and we think Sarah is connected with the monsters, the powers that be. Boyd tells her, "You said you wanted to help. This may be the way to help the group, the people." We didn't see the three people actually die in Season 2, Episode 9, Julie, Mary, and Randall, but more on that later for sure. I think Sarah is going to help out. I don't know about you, but I feel like bad for Sarah. I feel like she didn't choose this. She didn't do this. She was being, possessed or manipulated by the powers that be, the worms, the creatures, the monsters, whatever you want to call it. Sarah is trying to make amends for it, and I think she will in this episode, and I think she could possibly die trying to save the other people and sacrifice herself. But we see Victor is finally giving up some answers. It's been forever. It's like little by little by little, by even more little, that Victor starts to talk, and he's clearly the key to all this because he's been there forever. His mom, his sister, he just has information. And let's consult the childhood drawings, right? He draws stuff that's already happened. He sees there, and it's pretty telling, all of his pictures and drawings that he's done. It's interesting because they are the guide to a lot of stuff here. But he talks about this is the bottle tree. So this is what Tabitha and whoever goes with Tabitha is going to take to go to the tower. That's what he says. This is how you get to the tower. So he knows all this information, and yet it took all these episodes to finally get meaningful stuff out of him, which we got to pick up the pace a little bit here. You can string it out a little bit, but I just feel like impatient. I don't know. Am I the only one? Like, can we get a little more answers? We don't need everything, but can we get answers to some big questions? And there's a lot of theories about Tabitha being Eloise, being Victor's mom, being this, and connection there with the bracelet and stuff. So I really hope there's some pretty big answers in this episode. Fatima and Ellis want to get married. Still waiting on that. Are they going to get married in the episode? What's going to happen with Fatima's baby? And Ellis definitely is doing way better than he should be. He hurt his shoulder. Next episode, fine. Got stabbed in the side. Next episode, fine. He's doing so well for suffering major injuries. So is this area just healing him faster? Is there some sort of connection with Ellis and this place? Fatima, the child. So it's definitely something that we're wondering about these two. And there's a lot of theories going about Fatima, and was she the person that drowned Ellis, but that was a dream, so it didn't really happen, and now these people can't go to sleep, which is kind of cheesy, and it's too Freddy Krueger style, don't fall asleep. But Jade says there's still so much we don't know, and that's basically like the fans, right? That's what we're all saying. There's still so much that we don't know. Things change like that, and then all of a sudden they can't go to sleep. But we see Boyd and Donna talking, and I think Boyd is going to tell Donna, look, we got to do something. We have to go here. I'm going to take Sarah and Kenny, and we're going to go into the woods. Basically like the end of the first season, rinse and repeat. Donna, there's still a lot of talk about Donna being a mole, which is hilarious. I don't see that happening. I don't think there's going to be a mole, obviously, here. If it is, it's kind of Tilly. She knows way too much information, like she's psychic or something. But Donna doesn't mess around, and I'm glad she's okay. But we see Boyd with, I'm guessing, a torch. Is he going to be in the same spot where he saw Martin? We still don't know how or who dropped the rope down to Boyd. I guess we're not going to find out. But are they in the tower or somewhere else? We see Jim is probably looking at, I'm guessing, Julie. You know, he looks sad for Julie. Julie is probably still alive, just like, you know, Mary was. She's still breathing, is what Boyd said. We didn't see Randall die, even though the cicadas were going in his mouth, which was pretty gross. Then we see Tabitha, most likely in the tower, and I'm hoping that we get to see Eloise or even Victor's mom here. I doubt it would be Victor's mom, but it could be Eloise in the tower. And that'd be a game changer, and that's probably how the episode's going to end. Something major with the tower here and Tabitha. So we get to see the lighthouse, the tower, whatever you want to call it, whatever we're going with here. This has to be a key or the key to some sort of major connection in this story going forward. Then we see Sarah has the nosebleeds, kind of like Tabitha did when she saw the kids. She's also having a pounding or pain in her head. Is it the noise? Is it the music? Because more on that later, but the music could be the key here. Is Sarah involved? And again, I think Sarah does something to sacrifice herself, and that's where the trailer ends. But it reminds me of when Kelly was having the pain, when she's like, do you hear that? Do you hear that? And we didn't hear anything. But again, this is from prior episodes. And also the Boyd stuff with the bullets, the silver bullets that Elgin called them, the bile bullets. He shot a bunch of the monsters and nothing happened. So was it delayed? Is anything going to happen? And the other question is why were they just standing there watching the RV? Like they weren't doing anything. And then the lights flickered, and then we saw Abby, and then they just were able to leave. Like, what's up with that? And where did Abby come from? And then the pounding on the ground. A lot more questions. Again, Julie, Randall, and Mary were the people that were, you know, being attacked, I guess, by the cicadas. And no one else saw them. Like, it's just weird. Like, people were awake. They weren't even asleep. Randall fell down in the woods, and the cicadas attacked him and went into his mouth. Julie was in the house, and Mary was in the colony house, and they came through the windows for her. But again, when Christy came in there, we didn't see them. So there's got to be some sort of connection here with those three. So when Bacta and Elgin talked about the nursery rhyme, we heard the nursery rhyme twice in the episode. It was something new, but it was this. Here they come for three, unless you stop the melody. So the three were Randall, Julie, and Mary. So that's the three. What's the melody? I don't know. We didn't hear any music or in the music box this time, but it's interesting because I want to know answers for the show. We need to get some big answers going into the third season. I mean, we don't have to, but it just seems like it's question after question after question after new question after more question after another question, tangent, question, another thing, this, that, wrench, throw this in, and we don't get any answers. We need answers. It's kind of getting to the point where like, all right, enough of this already. But I'm going to keep watching. I still love the show. I'm excited to see where it goes. But let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. Stay safe. And as always, tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys.